YouTube, you know who this is, your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment. Welcome back to another video on my channel, and welcome to the pro review of the JBL Eon 612s. And these are on Guitar Center's website for $449, which is a lot more than what I paid for it back at Christmas for $324 each. And these are really good speakers. I actually bought them when they were on sale back at Christmas time for $324 a speaker, and that came up to almost $700 for the speakers. So when I go to my orders and tracking, and when we view the order from back at Christmas time, the payment total was $699.84 for these speakers, and these were right in my price range. You know, yeah, these were in my price range. The other ones I was looking at were out of my price range. So I got the JBL Eon 612s. These are the EV ZLX 12Ps, which were out of my price range. These were right in the price range that I was looking at, $900 for speakers. So that's my price range. So I looked into my price range, and I looked at the JBL Eon 612s, and let me tell you, the sound quality is really, really impressive. We're going to look at some of the key specs of the JBLs. So if you still want to purchase them, they're $449. And that's what their original price was before they go on sale to $324 per speaker. So they're active/passive speakers. Active or passive, they're active speakers, which are a must for me. I love active speakers. So they're active speakers, a full range, two-way speakers. The low frequency driver is a 12-inch. A high frequency driver is 1-inch. It doesn't have a mid-frequency driver, so it only has a high frequency and a low frequency driver. The sub is actually the low frequency driver, and that's 12 inches. And the high frequency driver is 1 inch, so it's like that's the tweeter. It's got a Class D amplifier, which is amazing. 500 watts continuous, so this is the wattage of power that it brings in. 500 watts continuous and 1,000 watts peak. And the power, the wattage, yeah, the wattage does not define the sound quality of the speakers. It's the SPL, or sound pressure level. And it doesn't have a mixer or a preamp, so I gotta have a mixer or my controller. So that's what makes these great for DJs. It doesn't have a mixer or preamp like the Ions do. The Ions have a built-in mixer and a preamp built in. And that's not what I was looking for in a speaker, you know, if it has a mixer or preamp. But these do sound really good with the Yamaha MG10 mixed in with my Pioneer DJ SR2. And the audio, the frequency response is 48 hertz to 20 kilohertz. 100 by 60 coverage pattern. The SPL is 126 dB, which is impressive for these, you know, a speaker of this size, 12 inches. And it's got two XLRs and TRS connections in the back. And it's also got, you know, Bluetooth in the back. It has an LED to turn on and off, EQ plus, EQ presets like main, monitor, sub, and speech. So it's got two quarter-inch XLR combos for hooking up a mixer or a controller to these speakers and have a good pair of DJ speakers. It also has a XLR output, I guess for a sub, to output the sound of, you know, the low frequency from this speaker over to the sub, which I won't be using because subs, I don't have room for it in my man cave or in my family room. I just don't have room for it. Nor do I have room for it in the car. And it's also got the power on and off. It's got the on and off rocker for turning them on and off. Different EQ knobs on each speaker, which is impressive. Having gain knobs for each channel, channel 1, channel 2, and the master. And the back is very simple, very easy to easily laid out. And the speakers sound absolutely fantastic. If this doesn't sound right at one of my weddings, then I'll work on getting a subwoofer, but it's just a matter of observation and stuff. So okay, so it has 2 XLR TRS inputs. It doesn't have an RCA or a TS input. Output 1 XLR, and the rest is not applicable. Which is they don't have it. Cabinet material. And the weight of them is basically the main reason why I got these speakers. 33 pounds compared to the Eons, which were 45 pounds. That is crazy. It's mind blown. So the JBLs weigh a lot less than the Eons. The Eons were total bricks. They were so heavy. I couldn't even carry the weight of those Eons. And what's really cool is that they have, mounting screws, which I think is really cool. I can take some of the screws from my lighting stand and I can, put my light. I can put some lights on here. That'd be kind of cool. Because I can actually fill them right through here. That's a screw hole, and I can mount them on. I can mount a couple par cans on the speakers, which I think is really cool. Like 2 lights here, 2 lights here. It's gonna be pretty cool. So it makes it even more convenient. Just get a couple of lights to put on here, put them on sound active mode, and I'm good to go. So the depth is 12.44, height is 36.14 inches, the width is 14.96, and the specs, it's a self-powered 12-inch two-way speaker with a max SPL output of 126 dB, which is impressive, compared to 116 dB from the Eons. Negative 10 dB, 48 Hz to 20 kilohertz at negative 10 dB, 57 Hz to 20 kilohertz, plus to negative 3 dB. Coverage pattern 100 times 60. It's got a Class D amplifier, which is impressive. The power rating is up to 1,000 watts of power, which is the power consumption, not the sound quality. The sound quality is up to 126 dB of SPL range, which I think is really impressive. And they weigh 33 pounds, 14.96 kilograms, or 33 pounds here in the US. And for everybody else, it's 14.96 kilograms, which is really on the light side compared to the Eons. And these are really good quality speakers, and I've used them at a couple of gigs, mostly in my garage. Because of the current situation we're in, I've been doing mostly house gigs and family gigs with these things, and they sound impressive. The only 2 gigs I've did with these 2 speakers was New Year's Eve and my family's get together. The other speaker I used was the Monster Audio Rock and Roll 3 at my cousin Matthew's 90th birthday party, which I hope you guys enjoyed that gig a lot, by the way. So these are really good quality speakers from what I can tell and what I've experienced. So it's got some really impressive specs from Guitar Center's website, and the price is more on the expensive side right now at $449 per speaker. And if you bought two of them, let's see how much it would, the total would be if you bought two, one for the left channel, one for the right channel. So if you bought a pair of two, like if you bought a pair, okay. And it says here, saving order because doing so will result in data being overwritten. Order data for your browser window was out of data. So they would be really expensive for the pair at $449 per speaker. As you can tell, these are really nice, high quality material, for the cabinet. And they have the JBL branding on it. It's got the lights, which I leave off. And the weight of it is not that much. It's like 33 pounds, and it's more on the lighter side compared to the Eons. I'm gonna bring you guys up so you can see me bring up the speaker. Let me bring my phone up like so. Sorry about the poor camera work. Let's bring you guys up like so you can see me pick up the speaker and how light it is. As you can see here, it's very light and it's not that heavy, especially going from the car to the venue, going inside the venue. Because I will be needing these more often doing weddings and DJ gigs at Dominion Church if they need me again. These are really good sounding speakers, mostly in the garage, and they were super loud, like dang. But they are on the lighter side, and they're very easy to tote from gig to gig, and they're very easy to tote and put onto the rock and roller cart, which we need to do a review on. We just haven't been able to do a review on the rock and roller cart since we haven't been able to use it at a gig in a real life situation. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed that quick little product review. And if you want to see a sound test, either watch the unboxing or the sound test between these and the Eons and see which one is better. But a lot of people in that video commented that these were the best sounding because they have a higher SPL level, and they're more rich and full, and they're very rich in they're very rich in sound. They're very nice and clear. These are nice, crisp, and clear compared to the Eons, where you have to really turn them up to really hear them. These, you don't really have to turn them up all that much, These are really nice sounding speakers, and they were a good purchase for 2020, for 2021. This was my last DJ purchase, like in 2020, and we're working on getting some more DJ equipment, like a new lighting system, because the other one broke. The other one broke with the Matto par cans. I'm only able to use 3 instead of the full set, which is a pack of 4. And the ADJ LT6 light bar does not go up all the way, so the locking mechanism is kind of broken on that. So I have to get a whole new lighting system, which I'm working on. I'm also working on getting a tent, a canopy to go over my DJ equipment, keep out of direct sunlight, and a laptop cooling pad so my computer does not get overheated during those outdoor gigs, mostly during the spring and summer, as well as the early fall, because it's very, very it's very hot here in South Carolina during the spring, the summer, and early fall months. So getting a tent and a laptop cooling pad would be more on the essential side for my DJ equipment. so I can do outdoor gigs with no problems, no hiccups whatsoever. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Until next time, your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment out. Peace.